Good morning, everybody. So today I have a story to tell. I'm often asked, why do you have so many vehicles? Well, actually every vehicle I own has a purpose and a reason. I guess I'll start with my two Honda Civics. This one here and this one here. I guess I have to go back to like 1999 to this car, my old Audi 5000 sedan. So I walk into a music store to buy drums or sticks or something, and the guy behind the counter says to me, "Hey, you want to buy that Audi out there?" And this Audi was sitting in the parking lot. At the time, all I had was my motorcycles and my large 1976 Ford F-150. As you can imagine, got pretty crappy gas mileage. So I didn't really need a car, but I thought, I don't know. How much do you want for it? And he says, well, let's take a look at it. So we go look at it. There's not a dent, not a scratch. It used to belong to his grandmother. He can't get it started. I asked him, I said, well, does the motor turn through? He says, yes. The Audi was an automatic 3-speed, which I don't like automatic transmissions, but I asked him, well, how much you want for it? And he goes, $500. And I said, well, I really don't need a car, but thanks for thinking of me, right? So I come back a couple days later to buy some sticks or something, and so he pitches me again. And he says, look, man, I really want to get rid of this Audi. Just give me something for it. Almost jokingly, I said, all right, I'll give you $100 for it. And he says, sold. So I just bought myself an Audi that doesn't run for $100. So the motor turns through, right? So that tells me there's either something with fuel delivery or electrical or whatever. So I get my truck, I jump start it, and it runs. Well, long story short, it had a bunch of electrical problems. So I took a whole day and I fixed the entire electrical system. I worked on the car like 12 hours. I addressed every little thing that was wrong. Basically, someone else had worked on it, installed a bunch of wrong relays and did a bunch of other stuff. Relays that physically fit in the sockets they went into, but they were the wrong relays. So, long story short, I got the car running. It had air conditioning. I could fit my drum set in it. It had a cavernous trunk, a huge back seat. It got great gas mileage. So I drove that car for like 5 years. So fast forward to like 2005, I guess. And basically the automatic transmission blew up and fixing it was completely cost ineffective. I couldn't find parts for it. I even had a friend who worked at the Audi factory in Germany, and he couldn't get parts for it. That was that on the Audi. I got rid of it. But now I was used to driving around a small car that got good gas mileage that I could fit my drums in. So how would I replace this? So fast forward to 2005, and I find this car on Craigslist, a 1991 Honda Civic. It's 4-wheel drive, so I can go skiing with it. It's everything I want, gets great mileage, except literally 2 weeks after I get this car, the transmission blows up. 4-speed automatic, another automatic transmission. So I spend $1,500 to have a place fix it. I never hire mechanics, but this transmission was way too sophisticated, and the tools required to work on a 4-speed automatic, I would have to buy hundreds if not thousands of dollars worth of tools. So alright, so I get a shop to fix it, right? So I'm driving it around for a couple of years, and it gets stolen one Christmas Eve. I was coming home from a gig. I pulled into my driveway with the engine running. I ran into the house for literally a minute, run back out, the car was gone. I really loved the 4-wheel drive Honda Wagon. It was a perfect car for me, right? So I found this 1988 Honda Civic Wagon on Craigslist, $1,500. I paid cash for it. So I'm driving it around for a couple of months, and my phone rings, and it's the junkyard. And they tell me, hey, you better come pick up your wagon or we're gonna crush it. Well, apparently they found it like 2 weeks after it was stolen, and it sat at the towing yard for like 6 months. Of course, they wanted to bill me like $800. I told them they were out of their minds. So I said, I'll give you $100 for the car. So I get the car jump started and I take it home. So now I got 2 of these cars. I've got 2 Honda Civic Wagons. They're both running. So I had 2 of them for a while. Well, wouldn't you know, the transmission blows up on this thing. So I think to myself, all right, well, I'll get the transmission fixed under warranty, right? So I go into the back of the car where I keep all the receipts. Well, all the receipts are gone. The guy who stole the car pulled the folder with all the receipts. So, alright, so I call the transmission place and I say, hey, I lost my receipt. Can you guys print me up a copy of the receipt? They say, our server crashed and we lost all of our records for the last 2 years. So basically, I kind of took that as a sign from the universe. It's like, alright, I've beaten myself to death trying to get this thing running again. Forget it. It's a parts donor. So that's what happened. This car became a parts donor, and the blue car is the driver. And in fact, today, I'm going to steal some more parts off this car. So here I got this plastic cover. It's got a bunch of problems. The little tit thing here is kind of broken. This little tab here is broken. And it's missing some metal inserts. So I'm just going to go under the hood of my brown Honda and get the timing cover out of that one. Another issue is this AC hose. All that dirt might be because of Freon leaking on the hose. So I'm just going to go into the brown Honda and grab the AC hose and stick it in the blue Honda. So I pulled this AC hose off of my other Honda, which I know that the AC system on that car was airtight. You can see I cleaned this end really good, and I cleaned this end really good. And I also cleaned the hose out with compressed air and carb cleaner, which is a really good way to clean these out. So this should ensure no debris inside my air conditioning system. You know how long it would take me to find this part? It would probably cost $1 million. So having a spare Honda has been a real blessing. It saves me lots of time and money having to go to the junkyard, that's for sure. I keep the brown Honda Civic Wagon washed and cleaned and the area around the car clean so it doesn't look abandoned. And so that's why I've got 2 Honda Civic Wagons. Hey everyone, it's mail time! Let's see what you, the fans, have sent me today. Not very weighty. Fans are getting cheap, yes? I'm going to guess that this is ND filters for my Canon 70D. Come on. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. Little carrying case and everything. ND filters, I must say. Awesome. This is the 8. Let's put them in order, I must say. Special cleaning rag, yeah. Check out the cool carrying case. Love it. That's cool, man. All right, ND filters. Love them. In fact, let's put one on now. What do you think? Let's see if we can increase the dynamic range of the Canon 70D. I've been a little disappointed in the dynamic range. So let's try this 2-stop ND4. Let's just put it on. Let's see what it does. First, I must open this package rather gently, I must say. So right now I've got a clear filter on my 70D. So here is the, oh really, phone ringing. There's the ND4. Oh, for the love of... Hello, this is Donnie. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so that's with the ND filter on there, and naturally it's going to be dark. Change the exposure a little bit here. It's still a little dark. So that's probably going to be a little too bright. Es muy brillante. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's try that ND4 for a while. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I think this package is little plastic thingies for my truck. Let's see. Well, I would say they are, and I'm going to say they're the wrong ones. So that was a waste of money. These supposedly fit my 1976 F-150. I can tell you, these are not the right size. My F-150 plastic thingies are a lot bigger than this. That's it for mail time. Kind of boring today. Sorry. It's mail time! It's always about you, the fans, sending me wonderful things. I wonder what you sent me today. What a wonderful, lovely box. I only have one thing today for mail time, so it better be good. I don't know what it is. I never know what you fans send me. Well, looky here. It looks like the fans have sent me a brand new Sony camera. Oh, wonderful!
Hey,
I just love you.
Get that! God! Oh.
Well, I guess it wasn't exactly my mail. I mean, I guess technically it should be, but I mean, it doesn't really have to be.